Hey guys, Avatar here, welcome back. Today we're doing first look on Hawken. It's just released on Steam with their Nemesis package for $29.99. Used to be a free-to-play game, but now it's kind of exclusively on Steam. From Adhesive Games. It's a pretty cool little mech shooter game here. It's actually extremely cool. I think it only got a 73 on Metacritic, which I do not agree with, but hey, I guess everyone's entitled to their opinions, right? Let's take a look and kind of see. There's a lot to this game. There definitely is. I think I'm going to do this first look, and then I might do some more Let's Plays or some walkthroughs on all the different ways you can play this game and all the different features, but let's just do a high level today real quick. First of all, settings. You are looking at a lot of settings here. You can obviously rebind everything, a lot of controls, a lot of different things to look at, a lot of different things on your HUD. It's very customizable. I love it. Video settings, same thing. You've got a lot of different graphics options here as well. Being able to make it active so you can go ahead and choose what you want, what you don't want. It's awesome. I run everything on Ultra and I never drop below 60 FPS. And I just have a 660, so it's pretty cool. And it looks pretty good, but you'll be paying more attention to max blasting at you than anything else. Audio settings, as you can see, a lot of stuff there. The device, this is Oculus Rift compatible, which is always pretty cool. I don't have one myself, and I don't know if I'd ever want to get one, but if that's your sort of thing, cool. So does Hawken. Well, it's your normal mech type game, right? So you have these different mechs that you want to get and customize to your liking, at which point then you play. So there's a couple different types of matches here. We have Team Deathmatch, Missile Assault, Deathmatch, and Siege. And again, I think we're just going to focus on Team Deathmatch today and kind of just the basics. So with the Nemesis package, which again is $29.99, you can also buy Meteor credits and HC options. I'm guessing Hawken credits maybe is what it's saying. Yeah, Hawken credits. You get these by basically playing the game, and you get the Meteor credits by using real money. So on top of it being, you know, $29.99 to buy, you kind of still, you don't have to buy Meteor credits, but I mean, I've spent quite a bit already in this game because it's pretty addicting. But you can hypothetically unlock everything by the leveling system and then the Hawken credits. But you can also, you know, if you kind of want to get a little bit of a, I don't know if I want to say a leg up, but let me give you an example real quick. I can buy this extra weapon for this mech, which happens to be the Point D Vulcan, for 720 Meteor credits early. Now I could also level this mech up and then use HC credits otherwise. Does this give you that much advantage? I don't think so. Honestly, I really don't. Some people might say it's kind of a pay to win. I don't think so. I've actually experienced a lot of these mechs that I've currently bought. Like for instance, I bought the slug rifle. I've bought on my Predator, I bought the EOC repeater and the T-32 bolt. I bought both these weapons, and honestly neither of them are as good for what I've done so far as the Breacher. I think there's a really cool part of this game is that everything you have and everything you can have is all very customizable, and it really does apply to what you want that mech to be doing in whatever you're playing. So, you know, if you're playing Deathmatch, Team Deathmatch, or Siege, or what's the other one called, Missile Assault, you all kind of want maybe a different type of loadout, which is pretty cool. So I don't think it's pay to win. I think if you're impatient, you can buy it, but otherwise you can definitely level them up and go. So your pilot level levels up as you play the game, as well as each individual mech that you end up playing. Each mech has its own stats. So you can see here the Incinerator has armor, gives you the armor score there for 147. And then a fuel tank score of 37, not a very good fuel tank. And then if you go to, let's say, a sharpshooter, a little bit less armor, higher fuel tank, so that's pretty cool. Now what do you get with the package? Well, you get most of the mechs. So here's the mech purchasing screen. I believe I bought several mechs on top of the package. So the mechs that I bought were the Incinerator, the Predator, the Sharpshooter, and the Scout. So those, what, 1, 2, 3, 4, yeah, those 4 is what I purchased after. So if you take away those 4, so the Rocketeer, the Berserker, the Bruiser, Assault, the Recruit, Grenadier, Raider, Reaper, Brawler, Technician, all of those you get within the package, which is pretty cool. As you can see, they're also in their little categories. So we have assault mechs, suppression mechs, assassination mechs, range mechs, defense mechs, and support mechs. What I love about this game is that it just there's so it's almost like playing a different type of class almost, because one mech is going to be completely different from the other. If you hover over these, you'll see this brawler is a Type C mech, as composed to a Scout, which is a Type A. As you can imagine, Type A is light, Type C is heavy, and then you have a medium, Type B. You could do your, it's basic kind of game logic. The Type A is going to be quicker and faster, but defensively weaker, etc., etc. You're like, well, why is the Scout in the defense tree then? Well, these are mechs that they recommend that will be good for holding positions, not necessarily they're defensively strong. Now, the Brawler just so happens to have his fortified turret being extremely strong, which, as you can see, convert to a heavy defense mode that gives constant slow armor repair, and the while in turret mode you get those stats. So it's pretty cool. You can kind of hover each over one, see his stats, see his weapons, see the items, which we'll talk about a little bit more in a few minutes. So as of right now, there are quite a few different mechs to choose from, and then also on top of that, you'll be able to customize them as well. So it's pretty sweet. Each mech has their own ability as well. So like the Berserker has a Ballistic Barrage, the Raider has a Blitz, Scout has Fuel Reserves, the Assault has Weapons Coolant, as well as the Recruit. So I think those are the only two that actually share anything. Pretty cool, pretty cool. So let's go ahead and take a look at some of the actual, if we can go back here, some of the actual like customization. So the one I play most right now is the Predator, okay? So this Predator is one of two, to my knowledge, that has stealth, okay? His ability is Stalker. It's a little bit different than the Infiltrator. But besides that, we can put items and internals. So as you can imagine, items are on-use items, different than the actual ability, that you can go ahead and put on. So let's say we want to do his items. As you can see, again, here comes the meteor credits. As you get higher level, you'll be able to unlock these items for your specific mech or your pilot level, and you can unlock them early with the points. So some of these items, you can see, take up 4 blocks, which is quite significant if you want some of these higher end items. So let's see, we have a radar scrambler, a hologram, MG turrets, repair charges, R turrets. So there's a nice little bit of different, thing. Now, one thing I will say is that so far playing this game, the items haven't been a huge factor. I definitely see where they can help, and I definitely understand it. I've only been playing this game for about a week or so, but it's hella fun, and I haven't seen, I'm usually able to get top kills and everything without using any items. That's not saying that I'm definitely missing out, but it's just proving a point where you don't need these high-end items to really make sure that you're going to be effective. Besides that, you have internals, which I was a little bit disappointed by, because again, the same concept with building these blocks up here, but they don't really have as cool of really. You would think you can kind of really buff or really just buff a certain mech in a certain way, but you can't really. These are pretty basic stuff, like Air 180 allows your mech to do 180 spin in air. Composite armor on death receive 15% damage reduction, getting 1 kill or 2 assists will deactivate the effect. And then even the bigger stuff, Air Compressor, allows your mech to dodge while on air. I mean, that's cool, don't get me wrong, but it takes up, half your damn internals. Advanced Repair Kit, gain 25% more from orbs. I mean, these are good, but they're not really like game-breaking, ground-breaking. They're not going to help you in the know. You're not going to be able to have like extra armor or anything like that. Which is kind of sad, but I think this Advanced Reconstructor is a pretty good one. But what I do like is you can see that even though these aren't probably the best things, or they don't input that much, they end up being able to customize the way you want. So let's talk about my Predator real quick. The Advanced Reconstructor, my Predator, I'm in stealth most of the time. So if I put this on there, I'm going to be out of combat for quite a bit, and I'm going to be regenerating that armor passively, which is nice. Okay, and then you can see, if I was a tank, I'd probably want, something else, Replenisher maybe. It's pretty cool. And then weapons. Each individual mech has a secondary weapon, which is kind of like a slow firing, a little bit of a cooldown type weapon that does a special effect, usually a lot of damage, Some of them share the same one. Like Scout has a tow rocket. I think the Recruit has a tow rocket. Yeah, so a couple of them have tow rockets. A couple of them have sniper rifles. The Reaper and the Sharpshooter are both like snipers, so they both have the Sabot rifle. And a lot of them have a couple different primaries to select. Some of the primaries are the same, some of them aren't. That doesn't really necessarily go in any order really specifically. They kind of just stay in line, kind of. You know, the kind of up close and in your face kind of have flat cannons. Like the Scout has flat cannons because they're kind of just supposed to be really mobile, get in your face, kill you, and get out. It's really cool. So I like the different abilities that these guns have. It tells you everything. One thing I want to point out to you guys real quick is that the primary weapon is... Don't go spending money on these other weapons, because although they can be good, and they usually have a very more specific use in their primary, and they usually have, like, if you know what you're doing and you have a high level mech and you really need this specific weapon for this specific thing, that's when you're going to want to use it. Otherwise, just stick to your primary. Your primary is going to get the job done, you know, just as good almost all the time. So for this video, I think we're going to run with my Predator. I'm still kind of going bare bones on him, you know what, and hell, that's okay. I don't even give a shit. What I kind of want to do, because I've already sunk so much money in unlocking a couple of all these mechs, I don't want to go crazy and start blowing all of my credits on stuff. I want to get a little bit more in and kind of want to make sure that, you know, whichever mech I want, I'll invest on that. Because if you see on this Incinerator, he has the heat charge, but if I want to go to my Predator here, I would have to buy the heat charge again, right? So it's not... I can't, you know, just buying it once doesn't unlock him for all your mechs. It's kind of mech specific, so just keep that in mind. You also have some cosmetic stuff, which I'm never a big fan of. I know a lot of people are, but I have seen a lot of cool looking mechs that you can get in there. But again, you're going to end up costing money or credits, so it's kind of sad. You have emotes that you kind of hold, and it'll kind of like do the hologram in front of your mech. That's really kind of only useful, in my opinion, for the end of the game, where if you're the winning team, they do like a lineup, and then you kind of emote at the end, which is cool. But again, they're consumable, so if you're out, you have to buy more, which is eh. So without further ado, let's jump into the game. Let's just do team deathmatch right now and see what happens. There's squad, obviously, if you want to do a party, which so it's kind of cool how there's the ability to kind of maybe have a competitive scene. I don't think there's really much of a competitive scene yet, but I think there's obviously that opportunity. This game's fucking awesome, especially with all of the different synergies with the mechs. It's crazy. Let's go ahead and jump in there. As you can see, we're queued. Now, with it being released on Steam, there's a bunch of people playing, so you're not going to spend much time waiting for it at all. Yeah, this Predator is all about basically what it sounds like. It's just kind of it's not really, it's not built as an assassin. I think it actually might be built as an assassin, but that's what it is. It's a bloody assassin. No, it's actually built as defense, that's right. But it is basically an assassin. So we're going to go ahead and start with the Predator. We're going to get with that Breacher, which is really cool. As you can see, it has two modes. It has tap to fire the mechanism and charge for penetrating rail. A lot of weapons have things like that. So here we are. Cool thing about this game, we're actually already started, but we'll go ahead and catch up here. It's only a few minutes in. If you can see in the middle of the screen here, I have the ability to charge that left shot, and it's penetrating. Otherwise, if I just tap it, it's like a little flat shot there. My second emote is these little mines I can place and then detonate them with the middle mouse button. However, if I hit a mech directly, I would basically, it would automatically explode. So that's pretty cool. So you can't like just put 6 and detonate them, but if as soon as they hit an enemy mech, they detonate. So I use my ability here, which my ability is stalk, basically. So now I'm stealth. Now, even being stealth, they can kind of see me if I come right up in front of me. You can kind of see, like, it kind of looks like maybe kind of like the lights reflecting off of you or something. So you're not completely stealth, but it's very easy to kind of get in behind somebody or a team. As you can see here, I can obviously see through walls, which is nice. This guy has pretty full health. I want to wait a little bit, kind of stalk him. He probably sees me because, oh, maybe he doesn't. That guy does though. So the jig is kind of up there. See if we can kill him in time. Nope. Yeah, that's really... That was a bad show, but hey, anyways. I waited way too long to kind of drop on him. None of these weapons are really one-hit kill, which is sad, but I mean, it would kind of be overpowered if they gave an assassin one-hit kill weapon, but anyway. So as you can see in the middle, I have my fuel bar, I have my armor bar. Doing anything with the fuel kind of puts me out in danger, which is why my icon on the bottom left was glowing. This guy's chasing my teammate, so as soon as he gets... There we go. As you can see, he hasn't noticed me yet, technically. So I, oh, now I'm out of stuff. As you can see, these more... Got him. Alright, now let's see if I can get away in time. Got 3 HP, guys. 3 HP. Oh! Right on the fucking corner. There is a repair mechanic in this game. Actually, 2 ways to repair, or three ways. There is a mech that can repair other mechs, like a kind of like a support mech. There's also, every time you kill something, they drop a little like repair orb that if you stand over it will repair you. And then finally, you can just hold C as the default button for repairing, which this guy might be doing here in a second, which we'll try to catch him, and while he repairs, we'll kill him.
Enemy sighted.
We'll see him like kind of crouched. Ooh, he's hit. We're gonna surprise him here. Oh man, there we go. That was pretty cool. So yeah, so let's show the repair. Nice little drone comes out. It gives you a third-person view, so you can kind of look out. 3 seconds. I'll go back in. You can see the right side of my HUD. I have a little 1 icon times 1, which is basically my item. I believe the item I carry is like a EMP disruptor. Kind of makes people... I mean, it's EMP disruptor. You can kind of assume what that does.
Ability activated.
Makes people given a hard time to do anything. Tab, you would normally get, you get your score there. I have my kills, 2 kills, 2 deaths, 1 assist. You have damage delivered, damage sustained, all that good stuff. So let's go see if we can't help our guys out. Oh, only up by 2 kills, which is not a lot in this game. I've seen a lot of different pulls in one way or the other. The team deathmatch obviously is not like a normal team deathmatch where it's usually just kind of like, everyone just goes around, kills each other, and then boom, you win or you lose. It's really more team focused. Like if you guys don't stick together, you're gonna end up losing, which is cool. It goes with that whole squad mentality. The other modes are very, very cool as well, except I'm just not going to get into them because they're a lot more complicated than Team Deathmatch for the impressions of a first look. Let's go see if we can... Oh, he fucked our buddy up. Oh, and he died. Alright, that's cool. Go back to stealth, get on my face. As you can see, even though this is a Team Deathmatch, like I was just saying, it's a lot of kind of cat and mouse tactics. I'm the only Predator on the team. I'm the only Predator in the game right now. There's also a infiltrator that has almost the same. You can see the icon right next to my name. It's a little like predator looking guy, the same as my ability.
Enemy sighted.
I get close, and then take him out. Okay. So we got him, but and it was a little bit too much. I mean, the predator does what the predator does, right? Designed to, in this mode, honestly do what I've been doing, just kind of walking around waiting for those kills, picking them off, making sure that they don't get repaired, because repairing this game is a really big deal. If you can kill somebody and then repair yourself to back to full, it's really a nice kind of swing in favor. Now you're like, okay, well what good is this in other modes? Well, in other modes are a lot more like kind of normal, typical first person, kind of like tug of war type games, capture the flag type games, where the mines that I can place around are all very, very powerful. So I can like place a lot of mines at a point, go stealth, wait for someone to walk on top of them, blow them all up, and then hit him with a rail shot. That'd be pretty cool. We have 2 minutes left, so let's see what we can get done here. Hopefully I get back into stealth before anybody sees me. There we go. Man, I freaking spawned far. These maps, there's quite a few maps, but honestly, it changes enough for me not to. I haven't gotten bored of the maps. The maps are all nice. The game's really not about the maps. So, some first-person shooter games are really kind of pride themselves on their map customization, what they look like, but oh my god, look at all those guys. Okay, this weak guy's weak. Let's see if we can get to him. You want to get as close as possible, do as much damage as possible. There we go. Yeah, we got the assist on there. We did a big chunk of damage to him, and we stayed stealth. Oh, take it back. Now I can side, like, dodge like that, but this guy's just gonna rip me apart. Unless I can stealth away. I'm locked on. I'm staffed. So, you're like, well, what the fuck, man? You're bad. What the hell just happened? Well, what was just happening was basically an assault guy was on top of me with... They have guns in this game called suppression guns, which are basically just kind of like machine guns, like miniguns almost. And they don't do that much damage per hit, but they can just basically, like, they just constantly fire, and they just whittle away on you. And when you're close light range like that, you don't have a mech like a Predator, doesn't have the enough fire speed to be able to output that type of damage. Especially when they can just basically keep their cursor on you and keep the finger trigger down. It's really not really aiming or anything. You just can't out damage them. You need to get your distance and or take them by surprise. You can't win like that. You can see him getting healed. You can see that Rocketeer throwing rockets at us, which is a fucking badass class. So I hit him, and you can see it does... That's a Reaper. It's a light drone that we were attacking, and it did about a third of his damage or so per shot. As you see, doesn't have much left there. But, you know, without more in the arsenal... You know, I kind of don't really stand a chance. Looks like it's about over. I mean, I'm on the bottom because I'm just fucking sitting here talking, not paying attention. But we're gonna win nonetheless. Ah, man. Nah, we're not gonna be able to make it. Oh well, we gained. So yeah, it's a Predator, guys. I think, like I said, I think I might do some more videos on more of the other mechs and kind of see what they're like and how it is playing with them, but otherwise, let me just show you this little end cutscene here. See if we go ahead and hit H, you can show my, like, yeah, thumbs up. People will repair, people will bow. It's pretty sweet, pretty cool. Admittedly, after you play about 5 or 6 of those, you're kind of like, okay, alright, I want out, but it doesn't really let you out until that little scene, so it's pretty cool. Anyway, guys, Hawken, again, $29.99 for the Nemesis bundle. You get quite a few mechs with it. I suggest you definitely check it out if you're a fan of mech games and or first-person shooters. I do not think you'll be disappointed. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.